Can you believe it? We're starting our fifth season with Vaduz today, and we've got a trip to Norway against the Vikings. Viking FK in our fourth qualifying round of the Europa Conference League. Can we get through to the league phase? Let's find out. Roll that title. Welcome back, everybody, to episode 22 of the Liechtenstein Challenge here with Vaduz. And I just wanted to show you the league phase before we get into the Conference League qualifier against Viking FK. We do find ourselves sixth in the league, only 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 defeats this year so far. And it's looking pretty good for us in the league. I'm just going to show you the schedule, who we played in Europe, who we played in the league, and what the plans are for the episode. And if you haven't done so already, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. So here we have the schedule so far. Our pre-season didn't go particularly fantastic, I would say. 1 defeat and 1 draw against Yevedon and Ville. And then we started off with a defeat, actually, to St. Gallen, 2-0. Steve Mounier, who you may remember from Huddersfield, and Antoine Mendy making it 2-0. Our local rivals, actually, St. Gallen, beating us 2-0 here. I thought it was a bit of a undeserved defeat, but as you can see, we've picked up form in the league, which is a bit unusual compared to last year, but nonetheless, it's very positive. And then we had 2 games against Slovan Bratislava from Slovakia. We won 5-2 in the end with regards to the tie, and I was really impressed because these are a decent side in Europe. I believe they are on similar reputation to ourselves. Used to be former UEFA Cup Winners' Cup winners, so I'm pretty impressed that we've went and got 2 victories against Bratislava. We had a game in between against Zurich, and we got a lucky draw from this. Okita scoring for them in the 63rd minute. Gabriel Isik, I'll tell you about him in a minute, but he scored a goal in the 95th minute, making it 1-1, and I think based off the stats, we definitely deserved the draw, so I can't complain with that. Then a very, very good win against Stade Louisan Ushi, 3-2 away from home. René Bella, Karoshia, and Fabio Fer with the goals for us. Muki and Dano for them. And then we took a tie against Minsk from Belarus. I think this was, the second tie is a neutral stadium for obvious reasons, but we won this tie 8-2 over the leg. Played a lot of some of the youngsters in this game, in these 2 ties, and it was really comfortable. Home leg, 4 individual goals. Karyosha, Radkovic, Nataro and Kijareski, they got 2 goals themselves, and then Yanis Latihi and Tobias Feniger in the away leg. In between that, we had a game against Lugano, and as I mentioned in the Zurich game, Gabriel Isik, 2 goals this season. He can't stop scoring, and if I'm not mistaken, they were bangers, but 3 goals from 3 defenders in this game. Rego and Kijareski. It's nice to see, and that put us into 6th place because we lost to Luzern. They're a bit of our bogey team. Yeah, we haven't beat them in the league so far, so I wasn't expecting much from this game, but it was a disappointing result in the end. I think they deserved it just about. So today, we've got a trip away to Viking. You will also see that we have a game against Young Boys. I'm not going to put this on the video today. I think it will take too long. But what I am going to do is obviously show you the highlights from this game. And then we're going to do the home tie against Viking FK as well. So we're going to do the two matches, starting with Viking FK away today, and then we're going to do the Viking home game. And then in between, we will do the Young Boys match, and I will show you all the highlights and the stats and all that. I'm just going to go through the transfers. We haven't been very busy with the transfers this summer, but we have made a positive sale, I think, in terms of keeping the revenue up, or the finances, up, for us for the foreseeable season. I would say. Not sure about next year, but it's promising. Yeah, so in terms of transfers, we've only had two that have come in that are permanent this season. So obviously, I think you may remember from last video, Rajkovic from Pogon. And he's doing really, really well. I'm really pleased with his performances so far. But yeah, he helped us stay up in the league last year, so it was a bargain for 1.1 million. His value has already increased as well, and he's improving really nicely. But yeah, he was the only main signing from last year that we brought in this year, and he's been doing well so far. In terms of transfers out, you can probably see at the bottom there, Artyom Na. We sold him to RC Lens. He was one of our hot prospect players. You're probably wondering why I sold him. Well, this is why, because we signed him on a free from MVV in the Netherlands, and Lens have come in and offered us 1.5 million, and I thought that was a really good deal. He's got potential, I will give you that. Hasn't really played very much for us, but for a guy that we picked up for free, I don't know if this guy would have made it into the first team. Probably will. Probably would have, looking at the stats. But I thought that it was a good transfer, and if I'm not mistaken, we do have some clauses on him, so we'll be due 400 grand after 19 more appearances, which is good, and we'll also get a profit. And I imagine that profit will happen because he is rated like close to 3.5 stars, 4.5 stars potential. Yeah, good player, but I didn't really want to turn down the money that we got offered for him. I was more looking to play him as a defender, but he's more suited maybe to a ball winning midfielder. And in terms of that sale, this has allowed us to bring in Noah Siddiqui from KV in Belgium. I'm not going to pronounce the last name because I struggle with pronunciation. We needed a fullback desperately, and the fact that he can play both sides is really promising for us, and he's a DM as well. So if we need that role filled for any reason, he's good. We've only signed him for 775k. Hasn't represented Belgium or the DR Congo in terms of the first team for the national teams. So hopefully he doesn't get picked and we can use him in the Liechtenstein national team. But I'm really pleased with the signing, and we've still got a little bit of money to play around with. Potentially we're loaning out Silver as well. I didn't think that was really much worth of a mention. But we've got a lot of money to play around with if we need it. The squad, however, is full. Let me just show you. So we're full at 25 at the moment. But if Silva was to go out on loan, that could potentially allow us to bring in another player. But there's no plan so far to change that at all. And just one bit of news to bring you. Samba, unfortunately, is not particularly happy with us. He wanted a new deal. I think he wants more money, basically. And I turned it down. And he's not happy about it. He's possibly one of our best players, but I didn't think he was worth the money, especially after last year with his injuries on a 6.83. I mean, he did help us get promoted that season with the 15 goals. But he's been really average this season so far. I don't know if it's down to the injury or whatever, but I didn't feel he was worth the money he was asking for. And as well, he's on a contract till 2029. So, Yeah, I'm going to leave him out of the team for a little bit. You might see him in the Viking games. You might come off the bench, but for the time being, I think he will not feature for me going forward. So let's get into this Viking game then. This is a team that is going to face Viking. It's fairly similar to the Luzern game. I thought we were a bit on the wrong side of that result, but nevertheless, I don't think there's really much to do in terms of changing the side. So it's going to be Hulsman, Segura, Mesonero, Rego Kijoveski in defence with Isik as the anchor man because he's been scoring goals for us quite recently and he's been playing really well. And then we've got Karashoa, Lampert, Ribkovic, Nataro on the left, and Latihi. And then we've got a mix of what I would say youth and experience on the bench. Not going to go through everybody. But we have got Siddiqui on the bench, and we've also got Marvin Boyer, who is an up-and-coming goalkeeper in our ranks. The only thing that worries me about this guy is that he's 5'10", but he is developing very, very well. One for the future, definitely. So I'm just going to get into the usual, and I will see you at the game. Here we are with that Europa Conference League music. They're going to go with a 4-2-3-1, I believe. We're going to go with our trusted 4-3-3 formation. Let's see if we can do it, shall we? It'd be great to get a result in Norway before we take the tie back to Liechtenstein. But I believe we're going to be under the cosh here because Viking have got a very good side. So it's going to be tough. But it's only the second time that we've made it to this stage. So let's see if we can do it. Come on, Vaduz. They're kicking off here. Looks like I'm going to get a chance, but are we intercepting the ball there? I think we are. Most of the possession from Viking. I'm a little bit worried instantly that Segura's got a yellow card, but we do seem to have possession here, apart from the Taro missing the ball completely there. And it's a ball in, and it's 1-0 to Viking, thanks to a Kalmar goal. All from our counter there, basically, wasn't it? Don't know what the hell Nataro was doing there. I mean, the ball to him wasn't particularly good. It's just an easy cross. Two players, Martin Kalmar, and we're down 1-0. I think I'm going to switch to a balanced mentality, see if that does anything. We're not having any of the ball whatsoever, are we? That was my worry coming to Norway. I feel like we're going to have to go instantly cautious here because... and maybe drop the wingers back a little bit further. Just got that feeling. Anyway, we've got a highlight now. Isik. It's been in the goals recently. Karsha, I mean, it's over the bar. At least it's a shot. And we have had a shot on target, thank goodness. Yeah. Not playing particularly well here, are we? I might go to that 4-1-4-1 formation in the second half, but we'll see. Let's see if we can get in a half time. We can, but it's not been a very good performance. I am going to revert us back to our usual 4-1-4-1. And I think that's... I'm not going to make any changes. Not going to make any changes just yet. But we will maybe look at that should we get into further trouble. Latihi's disappointing me up there up front. I know he's on his own. I know the wingers haven't really assisted him that much so far, and we are exposed here. Robertson, Svenderson. 2-0 now. It's not looking good. Kalmar plays a really easy ball, and I don't know what the fullbacks are doing there. Is that Segura? Yeah, it needs to come off. I know it's early, but he needs to come off. And then I think we will also bring on Lacasso as well, defensively. So Sadiqi's going to make his debut, which is good. I am going to put Lampert on attack. Fullbacks and the striker aren't doing particularly well, so I might be making some changes there. The wingers and the strikers aren't doing particularly well, so I might make some changes there. Yeah, the Tihi's not having a good game. I think we'll bring on Tobias Feniger. Fabio Fair will make an appearance. And why not? Let's bring Samba on. You know, I need somebody to change the game for. It looks like we're going to get a highlight here. So I'll hover myself over the cancel button. I don't know what that ball back is, by the way, Kajavesky. Lampert. Karashia. Latihi. I mean, at least he's got a shot. At least he's got a shot there, but he's not been good enough for me to keep him on the pitch. Tobias Feniger. Samba. So long ball in. Oof. Deflected. They're bringing on their first change. I'm liking this from us now. We do need a goal. Be nice to take a goal back to Vaduz. Going to offer them a bit of an encouragement. Yeah, let's go a bit balanced as well. Another corner. Can we do anything from it? Over the bar again. Over the bar again. Fabio Fair is causing them a lot of problems down that right-hand side, which is good. Fenninger. Lampert. Samba. Go on, Samba. Kajavesky. Oh, it should have been 2-1. Keeper's made a monumental save there. Let's go positive in this last 15 minutes, see if we can get a goal. Definitely a nice change from Fabio Fair and Samba. Feniger's not really done much, though. I think we will be making some changes for the young boy match. Casso. Fabio Fair. Samba. Oh, how have we not scored? That's again, it's hit the bar. Oh my goodness. How have we not scored? We've been the better team in the second half. I think Samba and Fair have proved to me why they need to start in the next game. Last 4 minutes to score attacking. Let's see if we can get a result. Or a goal at least. It's not meant to be, is it? Ah, that is unfortunate that we haven't got a goal there. We're going to have to score 3. And I said if you look at the numbers, we should have done that. I'm just going to leave it there, to be honest. I'm going to let the... that wasn't really good enough in terms of my team talk. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the young boys game off YouTube, and I will show you the result of that and any goals that we get from that, if we get a result, if we don't, and then we'll get straight into that Viking game on the 26th. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Well, the Young Boys game, it didn't go particularly well. 3-1 defeat in the end. I did think with that Tobias Fenniger goal in the 82nd minute, we would have some resurgence, but it didn't happen. It's not really an important game this for us. Our goal in the league is to mainly stay in the league again this season. The more we can do that, the more we get better. So these are the goals from the Young Boys game. They started off really well. Broke apart our defence there, and Ella just slots it in past Holzman. And then in the second half, more of the same. Ergenik here with a great long shot, and it was 2-0. We did change tactics a little bit in the second half, and surprisingly, we got an assist from Kluit to Fenninger, but it was a good header. He doesn't do this enough, and then Rodriguez just slots in a free kick there. 3-1 to Young Boys. So I'm just going to show you what the case is with the table. So we've dropped down to 9th now from 6th. We're still 4 points clear at the moment of Lugano, and 4 points clear of Thun. And we're miles ahead of Winterthur. So we have got that little bit of a stopgap in between the bottom 3 at the moment. But I like to say this game isn't really important. Let's get into that Viking game because it's now 3 defeats in a row and we need to win this. Here we are for the second game, and I've gone attacking for the match against Viking at home today. We have made some changes from the Young Boys and the away leg, and we've gone with Noah Siddiqui, Lacasso as well. We've kept the same midfield as it was against Viking, but what I've also done is I brought Tobias Fenninger into the starting 11 along with Fabio Kluit, because obviously they assisted and scored respectively against Young Boys, so I think they deserve that. Latihi drops to the bench, and Rene Bella will be on the bench as well. Apart from that, there's no obvious changes. Who's on the bench? I think we've got a decent team there. Whether we can get the 3 goals that we need to advance into the league phase. We do need Europe this year to increase our finances, but it's going to be a long shot because Viking are a very good team. Let's get into this game. Here we are in Vaduz, going for our similar formation to last time. 4-3-3. Viking will be going with their standard 4-2-3-1. They've made some changes from the last game. I have noticed that. But it's a good team. It's a good team. Can we do it? Let's see. Hopefully, we can get those 3 goals. It's going to be a tough match, and as usual, we haven't got a sellout. I don't think we will ever get a sellout in Vaduz. Oh well. Fingers crossed we can get these 3 goals. Come on, boys. I put ourselves onto attacking just to fully go for it in this first half because we've got nothing to lose. And it looks like they are dominating possession. They've already had a shot on the goal at the moment, and it looks like it's going to be their first highlight. Benson. Mbango. It's gone out. Should have scored there. It looks like they're going to dominate possession again. Funnily enough, we are. We're just not creating many chances. 60% and they've had 40. I'm going to do a little bit of an encouragement. We have had a shot now, which is good. This is not really how I was expecting it in the first 20 minutes for them to be dominating. We're doing okay so far. We need some form of chance. Anything, really. I think we will go a little bit more direct. That's just how we play against the bigger teams anyway. I'm already thinking about shuffling the pack around a bit now that we've got 30 minutes and we haven't had a chance. Concerning us now. We have had a shot on target, which is good. Looks like their highlight though. And they're just passing it around really easily there. We do regain possession. Kluit, Picasso, Rajkovic loses it again. We did that in the first game, and Benson's on the counter now. Rego, good recovery. Can we break now? Fenninger, Rajkovic, Siddiqui, Lampert. Can he pick somebody out? Kluit. Go on, Kluit. It's over the bar. It's corner though. It's corner. Can we do something from this? Nope. Lampert maybe. Brings it back. Oh, Siddiqui, that was your chance. Somehow that's another corner. Come on, Kijaweski here. Can't get it in. That's better from us, but yeah. Worrying that we're not putting it away. Lampert's creating everything for us, which is good to see. Strikers and wingers are just not really operating. It might be a change at half time for Fabio Fer, I think. Don't think Kluit's had a bad game, to be honest. Yeah, what was that? Do you know what? I'm gonna give it 10 minutes for Rajkovic. See how we get on, and then if we get 55 minutes and he's not done anything on that right hand side, then it's Fabio Fer time. And that was not a good highlight for us. If that had went in, that's game over for us. If they get one goal without us replying, it's game over. Thomas Ribeiro, I remember him. Used to be a decent prospect, but a few FMs ago. Benson on this right hand side. We're getting the ball a lot from that right hand side, but we can't pass a ball today for whatever reason. Carry a share again there, and it should be 3-0 to Viking. Got 5 minutes, Rajkovic, to do something. It's game over. There's no way we're getting 4 goals, I think, against these guys, unfortunately. It was a good header. Take nothing away from that. Huygen. Yeah, good header. Not meant to be. Not meant to be. We need some changes, though, I think. Rajkovic. Fabio Fer. Let's bring on Bella as well. Carrier I've not been really impressed with him at all. I think Goliard comes on for him. Don't think the defense has been that bad, to be honest. Yeah. Let's just make some changes, see if that does anything. We need something. We need something. I mean, the fact that we've had 8 shots, 4 on target, they've had 8 on 2. We should have scored in Norway. We might have had a chance if we'd scored in Norway. Looks like they're going to get another highlight now. This is not good for us. Benson. If that had been 4, yep. I think a bit of demand more might be needed. Goliards. Still can't score. Still can't score from set pieces. Anyway, Fabio Fer. Nah, it's not going to be our night, is it? Not our night. Not our night. We've been the better team as well, which is really annoying. XG otherwise says we haven't, but I'm looking at the stats and been a bit unlucky here. It's not going to happen, unfortunately. Hoping we'd have a European adventure this year. The fact that we've made it to the 4th qualifying round, though, is especially the teams that we've beaten, is decent. Unfortunately, it's not meant to be. Sorry about that, everybody. and let's have a look at the schedule and see where we're going to do our next video. I think... Who have we not played against? Who have we not played against on the stream? I think it might be Young Boys at home. Just got a feeling November could be a good time to do it, just to catch up on the season so far. But yeah, I think Young Boys at home, then maybe St. Gallen away. Try to space the next couple of episodes out as much as I can, but I think Young Boys is a good shout at home, and then we'll do St. Gallen, and then we'll get the relegation playoff. I think that's probably a good idea. Disappointing result at Tate against Viking, losing 3-0 on aggregate there, but at least the league form is not going too bad. I'm not too disappointed by those 2 defeats to Young Boys and Luzerne, and I will see you for that Young Boys game back in November. Unfortunately, we haven't went on a European run this year. That's going to be our priority next season, is to get past that 4th phase. I think Viking were just a little bit, they just had more quality in certain areas, and that's our problem going forward, is attracting the quality to come and play for. But if you haven't done so already, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you for the next one. Take it easy, stay safe, bye everybody.